Oh, here comes a nice twisty into third, little rifle slot, and we're going around it. There's a van up there, but we'll be out. Look at this. This is driving, people. We are driving. Oh, and then we're in traffic. Oh, and there's a tractor. Hello everyone, welcome to another Driven by Lee video. In this video, we're going to be doing a little review on one of my all-time favourite cars, the Audi TT. In particular, the 2-litre TFSI, which is a turbo petrol, mated to a manual gearbox, the one to have, as in gearbox. This car belongs to a friend of mine called Sam. A little bit of a story with this. Sam wanted a new car several months ago now. Came up to me and we were discussing cars and said, what should I get? He had a budget of around 15 to 16 grand. The two options I thought, and I would always think for that kind of budget, is one, the Golf GTI, but to be fair, finding a really nice one for that would be a struggle because most of them have been annihilated or driven through Halfords and had every bolt on imaginable put onto them, or the TT. Looked into TT, fell in love with it, found a really nice one, which is this one. It's a 2017, like I said, it's a 2-litre TFSI manual. It's the black edition, and that's a cool edition to have. It comes with the larger 19-inch black chromed wheels or diamond cut wheels. Comes with some black mirrors, black accents all the way through, and it really is a nice feature. There's no performance difference, but it's more on spec and appearance, and I think it looks really nice. I've always been a huge fan of these Audi TTs, right from when they were released in, was it 1998, I think the first ones came out. I've always absolutely loved them, and surprisingly, they've always eluded me. I've never actually managed to buy one. I've come close a few times, but I've not actually pulled the trigger on one. And I think that's a mistake. I should have done that. And after having this for a few days, can I have room in my car collection for another car? That's another story. The interior on this, very well appointed. As you can see, it's got the virtual dashboard and it's really nice inside. The quality is perfection. All the switch gear feels really lovely to touch. Makes a nice clunk sound when you flick the switches. Interestingly, the Audi TT was the first car to have the virtual cockpit without the analog needles. It was the first car to have that, and they brought that out before it was cool to have that. Obviously other manufacturers soon caught on because they're pretty much everywhere now. Even in a Hyundai i10 they've got them. It's got everything you could want in here. Apple CarPlay, which I always say, or Android Auto, whatever you want. It's got heated seats, climate control, many drive settings. I've currently got it in dynamic, which, why would you have it in anything else? Dynamic's really cool. It's got a really lovely centre console where you've got your almost equivalent to BMW's iDrive, where you can select what you want. Sat nav, radio, you name it, that's there. But what I really like about these TTs is the fact that it's not cluttered. There is no clutter in here. There's no big screens in the middle. There's no overly complicated switch gear. Everything that you need to do to this car is there in the middle of the instrument cluster, which is fantastic. And I think it's where it needs to be, especially on this kind of 2x2 sports car. It's not quite a two-seater, but it's a 2x2. We'll go into that later. The air conditioning and heat vents, they are marvellous. Right in the middle here, as you can see, the actual controls for the aircon, which I'm now playing around with, are actually in the middle of the vents. How cool is that? And the vents themselves, they look like aeroplane engine jets. They're so nice and quality. I really do like that. Heated seat button, as you can see, is there. This one keeps popping off. It probably won't do it now, but you'll be giving it at the beginning, and the next thing, the switch pops off, and it's like, oh, where is it? And then you're scrambling around, and then you nearly die. But that's a little quirk. Sam could easily get that fixed, but I think he likes the challenge of finding the switch every 2 seconds, which it is. It's like a word search, but it's the heated button switch search. That is character. Character is what we'll say to that. The seats are really nice. Obviously, this is the S-Line Black Edition. Alcantara middles, leather bolsters and outsides. Absolutely lovely seats. The rear, we just need to talk about the rear seats. They are a 2x2. You are not going to get anyone big in there. To be fair, you're not going to get anyone over 3 foot tall in there, unless you chop their legs off. You probably don't want to be doing that anytime soon. But that said, if you're a family and you've got 2 kids, if they're over the age of 5, send them in a taxi. Wherever you're going, send them in a taxi, and you and your partner go in the car and meet them there. It's worth it. Sounds hassle, doesn't it? But it's worth it, because the Audi TT is such a great car. What else to say about the car inside? Just the fit and finish, which we already discussed, is great. The mirror I really enjoy. No one ever mentions the mirror on this, but little story with the mirror. Back in 2020 or 21, I bought a new Golf R, brand new, spec'd it, all the rest of it, and there was an option with the rear view mirror to have it frameless. That's about a 300 quid option just to have no frame around the mirror. I selected it. Everyone took the mickey out of me for paying ridiculous money for not having the black plastic frame, but I wanted it. But I just noticed on this one earlier, this hasn't got it. This is, as is, it hasn't got the plastic frame. So I don't know if the original owner, that was an option or it was standard, but it's such a lovely touch. The steering wheel, look at that for a steering wheel. I don't know if I'm right in saying here, but didn't Audi originally bring out the D-shaped flat-bottomed steering wheel? I think they may have done. This one is great. It's leather. It's got that perforated leather, as you can see around the sides here. Smooth on the top. It's the right shape. It's not too chunky. A lot of cars are getting overly chunky with their steering, but this is just lovely. You've got your steering wheel buttons where you can control various things. Obviously it says S-Line down here. The buttons are proper analog buttons, none of that touch screen nonsense that plagues cars nowadays. Really nice, really nice. Stereo, this car's got the Bang Olufsen stereo. I guarantee I've pronounced that wrong. As I've said in other videos, I'm not a stereo guy, but I'm sure it sounds wonderful. I'd rather listen to the engine and the pops and bangs of the exhaust. But yeah, it's got it. I'm not sure if it comes standard with the Black Edition, but it's a good thing to have nonetheless. Like I said, you've got several drive select modes in this. You've got eco mode, normal modes, dynamic mode. Dynamic mode's the one to have if you're a proper driver. It changes the throttle response, changes the steering feel, and although that is about it, that's enough. It doesn't change the engine power, doesn't change the suspension, but it does, like I say, it does change the steering feel, so it kind of stiffens the steering up, which is nice, especially when you're giving it some, which in an Audi TT you pretty much are all the time, because it sounds great. Let's get on to that, the sound. I'm stuck behind the Citroen C3, which is really bad, so I can't demonstrate it, but it sounds really nice. You get a lovely tone to it, not too much. It's not a Lotus Emira, it's not a Porsche 911 Turbo S, it's an Audi TT, but you get a lovely sound from that exhaust, which just makes you know you're in something special, and these are special. Let's see if I can demonstrate it now. Yes! It sounds so nice. That sound is, you can hear the pops and bangs. I wouldn't imagine the GoPro will pick those up. I keep saying GoPros. I have DJI Action 4s and 5s because they're far superior to GoPros, but natural. It's like Hoovers, isn't it? Everyone says, oh, I'm hoovering up, even though they're using a Dyson. So yeah, Hoover, well, why am I even talking about Hoovers for? So yeah, let's oh yeah. It's got some pull. It has got some pull. 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds and governed to 155. It seems so much quicker than that though. And this is standard, but it seemed, I'd love to get this on a time 0 to 60 and see what it actually does. The brake horse is around about 240 brake. That has got some, and what I like about this car, you don't have to be going crazily fast to get enjoyment out of it. You can get enough enjoyment, similar to a Lotus Emira, you can get enjoyment out of this at slow speeds, which is a winner. You get something like a GT3 or a 911 or a Turbo S, something like that. You've got to be going silly speeds to really enjoy it, to really get the maximum out of them. These, no. These are low speeds, great fun. This is the front wheel drive ones. Some people criticise that for not being a quattro 4-wheel drive. I honestly cannot think, I'm not missing the fact it's not a quattro. It's front wheel drive, I'm having great fun in it. I've been around some lovely twisty roads, it's handled fun, great. So yeah, if you were really pressing on, I guess the quattro would be nice, but front wheel drive, not an issue. A lot of people say, don't they, front wheel drives, there's too much going on for the front wheels. Not only are they pulling the car along instead of pushing it like the rear wheel drive, but they've also got to deal with the steering. I mean, Max Verstappen, I see on a Chris Harris interview thing recently, said front wheel drive cars are so bad and that he would never get in one. Which, really, Max? You'd never get in one? I'm sure you would. I don't know why he's saying that. I mean, it's an F1 multi-world champion, I guess he can say what you like, but yeah, I drive, my car's a rear wheel drive and mid-engine and all that, but I do not think any less of this being a front wheel drive. So if you are in the market for one of these and a really nice example comes along and it ticks all your boxes, don't worry that it's not a quattro. Front wheel drive, you'll be fine. The gearbox, let's discuss that. It's a manual. It has the nicest shift for what is essentially a kind of a mass-produced car, isn't it? An everyday car, a daily. That is such a lovely gear change. Just slots in. There's no massive throw on it. The clutch is lovely. It's light, but still sporty. I mean, it's got to be, hasn't it? Because these are a daily. People will daily these, and you can. In fact, Sam does. He's done 6,000 miles in it, I believe, in the short time he's already had it, and he absolutely loves it. And I can see why he does. I do. I've always loved Audi TTs. Never a huge Audi fan, if I'm honest, but the TT, they've always done it for me. Yes, people take the mickey out of them for being hairdressers' cars. Really, if my hairdresser drove one of these, I'd think he's super cool. I mean, hairdressers can drive Lamborghini Hurricanes, and they don't get classed as hairdressers' cars, so I never quite understood that, and I don't pay any attention to that whatsoever. I mean, this car is in the Avengers film. Hugh Grant drove one of these in About a Boy, and who doesn't want to be Hugh Grant? He's the coolest guy ever. So hairdressers' cars, no. And what's wrong with it being a hairdresser anyway? The ones I know are cool. Service costs, they're not going to be too bad, because this essentially is based on a Golf chassis. The Audi TT is based on a Golf chassis, but made a lot sharper, so it handles a lot better. The overhangs are a lot less over the front and rear wheels, but essentially it's a Golf chassis. And the engine's in many Audis and Volkswagens, so you're not going to get any frights with servicing. Known faults with these, I have read online that the 2-litre TFSI can suffer with a little bit of excessive oil consumption. Not all of them. Sam's certainly hasn't in the 6,000 miles. I doubt very much he's even topped it up. I think it is due a service from what he was telling me, but again, it won't be a lot of money. The other faults these have that I've read online, the bonnet catch can be a little bit troublesome. Again, this one is absolutely fine. I don't know in its past if it's given an issue, but a bonnet catch is no big deal. It's an Audi. It's going to be built well, and it is built well. And it feels really solid to drive, really well put together. There's no rattles, creaks, or any nasties in it. It's now done 47,000 miles. It's got impeccable Audi service history, which you need. I know a few people that have bought cars that haven't had full Audi service history, and they're a nightmare. So again, I know I say this every video, but make sure you get one with a full Audi service history, or a specialist, not one that's been serviced at a quick fit centre or some dodgy outfit. Make sure it's right, because you will regret it. This one, perfect history, perfect car. Going on the outside of the car, don't they just look great? They really do look lovely. Like I said, I fell in love with these when they first came out, and as the models have grown, carried on, changed, I think they've just got better and better as time goes on. Oh, we're now coming round a twisty. It just handles so well. What a car to have as a daily. Practicality. It's practical. Look at the size of this boot. That is a big boot, isn't it? You can get more in that boot than most saloon cars. And because you've sent your kids in the taxi to wherever you're going, you have got stuff to put on the back seat. So yes, practicality, yeah. This would also be a great car to do some serious road trips in. I love road trips, as people who know me know, Switzerland, Scotland, Wales, I love all of that. It's my happy time doing that kind of stuff. And I would love to take this on one of those trips. It would be the best car for a road trip because it's so comfortable, usable, practical, fun, everything you could want. This is a great road trip car. So yeah, going on the outside, looks lovely, the wheels are great, the styling is beautiful. Always has been. The headlights are great. It's got that really aggressive kind of look at the front, which I really like. This has got the spoiler on the back, and this spoiler does activate at 75 miles an hour to give you added downforce. So it will, the minute you hit 75, it will automatically deploy. That's a cool thing to see in the mirror when you see the spoiler going up. And then when you get to around about 55, it will then go back down again. You can, with the spoiler as well, there's a button on the dashboard that you can manually deploy if you want. The Audi TT, the TT, interestingly enough, it's called an Audi TT because of Audi's history in the tourist trophy on the Isle of Man, the Audi TT. Yes, I know it's motorbikes. Don't know if cars do it, but it is motorbikes. But Audi have been involved in a company called NSU that was largely influential in the Audi TT, so hence it was called the Audi TT. And that is a cool name for a car, isn't it? TT. Love that. Fuel consumption, we need to discuss that. I've just looked on Sam's mileometer and he's done 6,500 miles in it, and it's averaged returned him around about 39 to the gallon. Sam doesn't drive it slow, he doesn't drive it crazily, but I know he doesn't drive it slow, so that's not bad, is it? All this performance and you're getting best part of 40 to the gallon. Why wouldn't you have one? Price wise, these are an absolute bargain. There's no question these are a bargain. Sam paid just under 16,000, I believe, for this. 16,000 for all of this. Why do people buy Dacia Dusters, Hyundai i10s, Citroens, new, that cost more than that, when they can have one of these for less money? Yes, it's used, but like I said, you get the right one with service history, low miles, you're not going to have a problem with it. It's an Audi. You can't compare. You can't compare Audi against Dacia, Citroen, Peugeot, all that kind of stuff. You can't. There is no comparison. So I don't know. Let's talk about, yeah. So the Audi TT is one of life's mysteries. You can forget Stonehenge, the pyramids, quantum physics, black holes. They're not a mystery. This is a mystery. Why do more people not buy these? Why are they buying Dacias, Citroens, Peugeots, when you could buy one of these used cheaper than one of them new? What are you doing, people? Unfortunately, Audi do not make this anymore. They stopped making the Audi TT. Why? Why? Please, Audi, start making it again. There are rumours on the internet that they're going to make it, and they really need to. But please, Audi, if you do make it, don't make it an EV. Make it a petrol. Give us what we want. We want noise, we want engines, we want all of the good stuff. It is a 2x2-seater sports car. We don't want an EV one of these, or I certainly don't. and does any petrol head. The seating position of this, I think I've missed that out. It's great. You've got such a lovely dashboard to look at, an expensive dash. The windscreen angle, the seating position's low. You are close enough to the steering wheel. I'm 6'2", so I've got long legs, but even still, it's just great. You feel really low down. It's got a nice swage sort of line round it. You're nicely hemmed in. It feels somewhere special to be. Oh, here comes a nice twisty into third, little rifle slot, and we're going around it. There's a van up there, but we'll be out. Look at this. This is driving, people. We are driving. Oh, and then we're in traffic. Oh, and there's a tractor. So yeah, the Audi TT, fantastic car. I really do love them. Like I say, I always have. They've always eluded me. If the right example came along, I could be tempted. They do a TTRS version, which is monstrously fast. I have driven one of them in the past, and I almost thought they were too quick. Is that even a thing? Have I actually just said that? But it was too quick. I think the 2-litre TFSI, whether it's a front wheel drive or a quattro, is irrelevant. Is that the sweet spot for the TT? If you're dialing it, practicality, miles per gallon, enjoyment, fun, very tunable. If you wanted to tune it and change exhausts, air filters, remap it, you can. Just don't play with the body styling because they look great as they are. I think it is, you know. I think the 2-litre TFSI could well be the sweet spot for the TT. And in that note, I think we'll head back to the garage for a final summary. So guys, as you can see, we're safely back in the garage once again, and that was my review of the Audi TT. As you can see, I really do like these cars. I've yet to own one, but one day, maybe, especially as now they don't make them, so they're more desirable. I'd just like to say thank you to Sam for letting me borrow the car for a few days. I really enjoyed it, really enjoyed filming it. If you could like the video, if you liked it, maybe comment below. I'd love to hear what you think of the TT. I will reply to all the comments. And if you could subscribe to my channel, that would be great too. And I will see you on the next one because there is a lot more to come. Thank you.